Well, hello. I am the Reverend Janine Seitetsu Larsen, Osho, with the Empty Moon Zen Sanghas, and resident priest for the Bright Cloud Zen Practice Group at University Unitarian Church in Seattle, Washington. Today, I'd like to talk about Zen as a spiritual practice for a while or for a lifetime. For a while, Zen can be a healing therapy for someone who's suffering. Life is a mess. I am a mess. I don't know how to fix this mess. I don't even know where to begin. For a while, Zen can be a place of solace, a refuge when things fall apart. Here are some examples I've encountered recently in our Sangha. My beloved has died, and I am lost in grief. I don't know if I can go on. My lover has left me. I didn't even see it coming. My mother is disappearing before my eyes. This is how she will die, and I am exhausted with the weight of caring for her. I woke up this morning and discovered that I'm old and alone. I've had a hard medical diagnosis. I'm afraid, and my partner is afraid. I'm not sure I will live through the treatment. We have children. For a while, Zen can be an excellent stress reduction tool. Meditation can provide a break in the patterns of pressure or panic, strategies for breathing and relaxation, a place to sit and feel a sense of calm emanating from others. For a while, Zen can be a stimulating mental exercise and provide a rigorous field of study and philosophical discourse. For a while, Zen can be a fascinating adventure in religious and cultural exotica, perhaps launching world travel, language acquisition, artistic expression or collections, home decor, and meditation chic fashions. Eye-catching haircuts, too. We see you when you walk into the Zendo. We don't judge, just sincerely welcome you to join us as you are able. You may not be with us for long, but while you are with us, including the very first time you show up, our teachers, practice leaders, and Sangha will share the Dharma with you earnestly, honestly, and gently. We hope we can meet you where you are and support you in finding what you need. Right up front, Zen leads with easing the way to compassionate healing. The Buddha's Four Noble Truths are teachings specifically about suffering and relief from suffering. There's a roadmap of truths in the Eightfold Path, a useful guide to help you choose steps to reduce suffering in your life and the lives of others. But mostly, you will find us with a meandering method that we hope will encourage you to go out following the scented grass and come back chasing the falling flowers. Depending on what we hear or see in you, we may also encourage you to seek companion resources for more targeted self-work, particularly if you're in serious crisis. Psychotherapy or counseling, medical care, cognitive behavioral therapy, career or life coaching, support groups, pastoral care, or our own recovery Sangha and other groups related to addictions and substance use that is creating harm. In the meantime, the importance of Sangha cannot be overstated. Modern culture can be isolating, particularly if you are in transition of any kind, including suddenly finding yourself aging and alone, or young and lost. The experience of a solid community of supportive presence, grounded in loving kindness and acceptance, can be a balm for the soul and encouragement for the spirit. This might be something you immediately recognize as your particular need, or you may not even know it's something you've been missing. In-person practice is particularly sweet, but if you're unable to find an in-person Zen group that matches your schedule and location, you'll be surprised how quickly it is possible to bond over Zoom and other virtual meetings. Zen Zooms are plentiful these days, including in our own Empty Moon Zen practice opportunities. It's probably true that meditation can help with much that ails the world. Zen is, of course, grounded in meditation. Our core practice, Zazen, is essentially the practice of sitting around doing nothing. The most basic instruction we give is to just sit quietly and notice what is going on around you and within you. We don't often do guided meditations, and we don't always even teach methods of meditation, but there are many, and they are well documented. Breath awareness, usually taught as counting the breath, is our most common beginner's method. It gives the busy mind a simple task to do, which helps you keep focused on just breathing. It requires no supplies, and it's always available to you. But from time to time, we do offer instruction in how to engage various focusing practices or opening practices. These might include visualization using the mind's eye or a prop, such as a candle or other object of focus. A practice used often as a beginner, and sometimes even now, that I use, particularly when I'm feeling overwhelmed, is imagining an endless opening flower, like a lotus or a chrysanthemum. Some groups encourage using sound, such as quiet music, toning, voicing Om. When the mind is racing, it can be helpful to recite or silently repeat a short mantra, sometimes using a bead mala, similar to a rosary, to add another sensory element. Memorizing and chanting sutras, teaching verses, can also calm down the monkey mind. Most Zen groups incorporate in their practice periods of kinhin, walking meditation to give the body a break from sitting. Very slow walking allows us to take care if a foot or leg has fallen asleep. We place our attention in the sensation of the feet, maybe imagining following in the exact footsteps of the Buddha or Jizo Bodhisattva. Kinhin also usually includes a faster walking meditation to really invigorate the blood and the breath. If you're not able to move easily, of course, adapt the practice to stand or walk as your body allows. Most of us take our shoes off in the Zendo, but do keep your shoes on if you need more support for safety when it's time to move about. And don't hesitate to use your cane or walking sticks if you have them. Body position to support Zazen is very important. Sitting on the floor is not necessary, but is wonderfully stable for those who are able to manage lotus, half lotus, or other positions on a cushion, or kneeling in seiza with the help of a bench or cushion placed on edge. Whether on the floor or in a chair, keep the back and neck elongated but relaxed, eyes cast down and either open or closed, hands on the lap or resting on the thighs. Various support cushions or folded blankets can help stabilize the knees, rear, lower back, and hands. Lying flat is also an excellent posture for meditation, though not always practical in a space-limited Zendo. Finding a comfortable position for the body vastly improves your chances of continuing to meditate. So try different positions or supports to find the right sitting posture for you. And do stand or move or change position when the posture or kinhin bell rings. If you're new to meditation in general, attend an introductory class or retreat if you can, or ask for meditation instruction. Some practice places offer a special time for this, but often a practice leader or senior student can meet with you in a breakout space to give you some helpful pointers before you join the Zendo to sit. And If there's an opportunity to meet one-on-one with a teacher in Dokusan, or Sanzen as it's sometimes called, this is an excellent time to ask for help with your meditation technique. Zen meditation is specifically intended to create a quiet, still container to encourage a sense of boundless space. Into this emptiness and inner peacefulness may arise, or a question or unexpected experience may unfold. Stay with your meditation as steadily as you can. When you notice distraction, simply begin again. Zen meditation is meant as an invitation to introspection and insight into your mind or Buddha nature. But there really is no one way to meditate other than to keep breathing. Do your best to let go of expectations around your meditative experience. There is no goal to strive for, just to be present and allow this presence to unfold as it will. If emotions arise, let them do so. It's okay and very common to have tears or to feel boundless joy or a sense of unity with all things. It's also a common thing to just be bored. So experience that too. Allow all of these to proceed in their own pacing. Enjoyable or upsetting, it will eventually fade. If you experience grief, anger, or emotion that feels too big to hold, take a deep breath and focus on the breath until things calm down. Try breathing in through your nose and out slowly through pursed lips. It's okay to breathe in through pursed lips too, if you find your nose is clogged with emotion or other congestion. You may wish to switch from breath counting to a mantra or loving kindness practice for a period to allow any struggle or overwhelming feelings to soften and lessen. Try not to blow your nose in the Zendo, by the way. Instead, just let it drip. That's kind of fun. Or use a tissue to quietly dab it. When you leave the Zendo for a scheduled walking or other break, take time to blow your nose in the restroom and maybe splash or blot your face with cool water. If you're one who is coming to Zen eager for dialogue and engaged scholarship, you may be frustrated to be limited to only sharing a brief reflection after a talk or reading period. A Zen community for students of various experience will probably not offer a time for open debate or vigorous Q&A. Instead, look for a class on a topic of interest where there may be a lively discussion. You may also take questions to Dokusan, though remember, these face-to-face times with a teacher are bound to be shorter than you might wish. Feel free to ask the teacher for recommendations on further study on your own. Sometimes a teacher may be willing to spend extra time with you outside of the scheduled meditation periods, in person or on Zoom, to further engage your questions and curiosity. Devoted scholarly study tends to be sporadic in a community-based Zen program. Teachers may be able to refer you to monastic or academic settings for intensive learning courses or resources. You might also check with universities that have Buddhist study programs in person or online. You will hear often about koan study and introspection with Empty Moon Zen and many other Zen centers. Koan study is not for everyone. It does not accord a special status, and is not considered superior to other methods of Zen practice. It is benefited by a solid grounding in Zazen and familiarity with foundational concepts of Zen Buddhism. Talk with a teacher if you're interested in koan study to find out more. Could be interesting, could be for you. Zen tourists, that is, those with high curiosity about the culture and accoutrement of Zen, are always welcome. But be aware that most Zen centers, sanghas, and teachers will not have the interest, and certainly not the time, to respond to endless questions about Zen Buddhist ways. Instead, visit museums, read books, listen to live or recorded Dharma talks, and search online. Some serious Zen study centers and educational institutions do arrange actual travel experiences from time to time and may welcome others to sign up for these. Teachers of local groups may not have much awareness of travel programs, even if they're offered by local groups. So take advantage of online search to find such opportunities. Travel agents might also be helpful. Don't hesitate to ask, particularly if they have a specialty in tours of Asia. Zen, for a while, can help ease suffering, expand facility with change and transition, open and respond to curiosity, offer kind and caring Sangha companionship, support a new and deepening skill in meditation, assist in cultivating attention and focus, and provide an opportunity for learning. If any of these are your goals, we welcome you to find your way in Zen for as long as it's helpful, stimulating, and provides a crucial place of refuge. Zen for a lifetime can happen when goals are no longer why you're interested in Zen. If you've been practicing for a while and haven't found a good reason to leave, this might be an indicator that you are ready to consider embracing Zen as a sustaining spiritual practice. It might come as a surprise to you, and you might be hesitant or skeptical, but we welcome you to keep on keeping on and see what happens. It's absolutely okay to try Zen for a while as a way station in your life's journey. We will do all we can to make your time with us meaningful and positive. We also hope that maybe, just maybe, some seeds might take root and perhaps blossom and bear fruit at some future time when you least expect it and most need it. That would be splendid. Regardless, we wish you well, and we'll carry you in our hearts. And if you find yourself building a Zen practice for a lifetime, over time we'll offer not just welcome, but accountability and partnership. When Zen becomes a continuing spiritual practice, you will find that we count on one another, take refuge in one another, if you will, to give a gentle tap on the shoulder, a few thoughtful words, and maybe some jumping up and down and waving our arms when it's time for a bit of delusion busting. We'll want your clean-hearted, clear-eyed, heartfelt same. Zen for a lifetime requires commitment, even when things get irritating or just plain boring. It requires earnest and honest inquiry into your own less than helpful habit patterns that you've cultivated carefully for many years and are finally ready to let go. That requires outrageous courage. We'll cheer you on because we're doing the same thing. We'll cry when you encounter deep losses in mourning, and we'll be buoyed by your compassion when it happens to us too. We'll offer truth, vulnerability, strength, and be fully grateful when you offer the same. You'll find that Zen teachings go deeper and more profoundly more so as you are ready to dig into them. And if you're ready to learn from the inside out, I advise you to be ready to be changed for the better, even if it looks like you're at the edge of a cliff. Leap, and the net will appear. We are that net for one another, the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. If and when the time comes, our teachers will refer you to others who can teach in a different way or offer different resources that might help you, even if that means we might end up saying goodbye when we never wanted that. Community is hard, and humans have a certain capacity, certain aptitude for boneheaded maneuvers that can end up hurting the ones we love most. Let's correct one another when we see that happening, repair our covenant of love and respect through apology, atonement, and recommitting to new ways to be together with greater empathy and more intentional grace. Zen for a lifetime means becoming different people together. Spiritual practice prepares us for that and then opens the Dharma gates and pushes us through. Change doesn't promise a soft landing. It just promises the inevitability of change. Practice lets us be here for one another in this beginningless, endless field of form and emptiness, relative and absolute. Thank you for your practice of Zen, for a while or for a lifetime.